That's for sure. I'm not saying they're not important.
Ukraine is the breadbasket to so many countries throughout the world.
Yeah, right. You got natural gas, you got potash, you got fertilizer, you've got lumber,
lithium,
you've got a lot of stuff there.
Lithium for batteries.
In Russia and Ukraine. But my point is you've got, from a standpoint of GDP, you've got two countries that are relatively small compared to the Japans and the Chinas and the United States. But yet they're in this conflict, everyone, all these huge countries that do have, a lot of economic power and huge militaries are picking sides, and you can see it escalate, and it just feels the same. I think you've got to look at the economy, and you've got to look at censorship through that lens.
You've got to go macro.
Yeah, but you've got to look at it through that lens of understanding that we're going through weeks where decades are going to happen. The first goal that I had when I retired is just to look at my monthly expenses and say, how can I get my money to cover those expenses?
Yeah.
You see? And so how can I get my cash flow to cover these things? So then I know that I'm never drawing my savings down.
Right.
And I think it sounds easy and it sounds commonsensical, but very few people just kind of connect those dots and realize that if they can create enough cash flow with their portfolio to cover their monthly expenses, that is when you're financially free.
Yeah, that's a cash flow game. Out of the rat race, all this stuff, you got $10,000 a month coming in, you got $7,000 expenses, $3,000 net, you're free.
Yeah.
And there's tax breaks for it.
Mm-hmm. They're going to make bad decisions.
Now, I can't believe how bad it's gotten. I mean, it's here. We all know we're screwed. The question is, if it's going to get worse, what do we do? The good news is this: if it gets worse, you still have time to prepare.